are back here on Girl Talk. We are here with our dear friend Iain, Custom Audio Video. I'm very excited to see you. I haven't seen you for a while.
Seems like months.
It does. It really
Like
does.
months.
You have been a traveler, I understand. Talk to us about San Diego.
So every year, an association that we're members of, CEDIA, Custom Electronics Design and Installation Association.
Okay.
They hold an expo that vendors go to and show new products, or even products that have been around for a while. They might have updated them and stuff like that. So some of us from Custom Audio Video go every 2 years to this this expo. This year it was in San Diego, so it was across the country, a bit of a long trip there and back. But hey, you know, we saw some good stuff.
Did you? What was the big takeaway when you went in? Oftentimes, when I go to design markets, we come back and lots of millions of things to talk about, but there's a general sort of takeaway. Did you have that at the CEDIA conference this year?
No, I don't think there was one thing that all of us, there was 8 of us from here.
Oh, so everybody saw something different.
So we grouped together and met some vendors together, and then we split up and saw different stuff. I don't think there was any one particular thing that we all went, oh wow, you know, that's the takeaway. So there was lots and lots of things. Sony, we sell Sony TVs.
Yes, oh yeah.
Sony had actually shown this product at a different expo earlier in the year. It's their LED crystal, or the crystal LED screen. And basically, it's a bunch of small panels or modules that they build in any size.
All right.
So they put them all together. You know, in our conference room, we have 4 screens that are basically look like one.
Okay.
So the concept with the Sony Crystal LED is that they have this very, very small panel that they can mount side by side by side. So it allows them to make any aspect ratio, resolution, etc., etc.
It sounds fascinating.
It was huge. The one we saw, I think. It was about 120-inch display, but it was incredible. The source of the light is LED,
all right,
which is fairly typical in modern TVs. However, the LEDs in these displays were the size of a grain of flour.
Oh my God!
So that's incredibly small.
Nanoparticle.
Incredibly small.
Yes.
So you can, and I don't know how many there was, but you can imagine, you know, the precision that you can get.
Wow.
So it actually has very, very accurate black levels.
So why is that important?
Well, if you reference all the other colors to that, then the colors tend to pop more.
Okay.
So
very vivid.
So you know, it was a pretty impressive display. Of course, Sony have also launched other models of TV that we sell. That big display would typically be for, you know, boardrooms or
I just was going to say,
something like that.
Are the things that you see at these kinds of expos prototypical? They're prototypes to see what you, who are sort of in the field, right? I mean, you're going to see how they sell. So are they prototypes to see what you think are interesting, or the wave of the future? They're out.
They're out.
Okay.
They're typically launched before we see them at these expos.
So Sony was one that you saw. What else did you see? This is fun. This is really interesting.
So Bowers & Wilkins is a speaker company, been around for a long, long time. Yeah.
Product placement.
Yeah,
He's so good.
Bowers & Wilkins, for their 50th anniversary a few years ago, they completely redesigned one of their speaker ranges, the 800 series. And I think we've looked at these before. Just last year, they redesigned their 700 series. It was called something else, but they now call it 700 series. And this year, they've just redesigned their entry level, their 600 series. And it sounded incredible. You know, we think that the existing ones are great.
Right.
And then they come along and say, well, you know, put these ones to the side, listen to these. It's so good. We don't have them in the showroom yet, but we're going to get them.
Let me ask you a question, and I've always wondered this. I do a lot with Universal Design, Design with Intent. Do you find that these products are becoming more and more, for lack of a better word, user-friendly for everyone? Because from the time that I've met you, just listening to you speak about how things work, it's become more and more intuitive.
Yeah, kind of. You know,
Okay.
the trick for us is that lots of the technology is really quite tricky, I think. So we need to try and bring it all together and make it as simple as possible for the user. So in other words, if we have a touch panel or a universal control of some description,
Okay.
it has to be simple. You know, you can't have the user going through menus and, you know, trying to
Right,
get things
exactly.
like that. So there's lots and lots of stuff in the background that really the users don't see.
So it is becoming more and more user-friendly. All of the confusion and the hard work is on...
Hopefully behind the scenes.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which is pretty interesting. What else? What are some other products that you particularly like?
So we have
I
theatre
love-
seats.
these are so
These are great
comfortable.
recliners for, you know, for a dedicated theatre. We visited the booth of a different company called JMAR, Canadian company, been around for a long time. Exceptional quality, really good leather, and they've got this system called D-Box, which makes the chair move and shake along with the action in the movie.
Well, it's really funny when we were talking about this whole discussion today, we were both curled up in the chair. We were afraid it might look a little too casual. We've only got about 30 seconds left.
Sure.
So you said takeaway was that you really enjoyed it.
Oh,
learned
yeah.
a lot.
It definitely. We didn't do any training classes this year. So they have training classes too. We didn't do any. We just saw the show floor and lots of exciting stuff.
Well, I tell you what, it is always a treat to see you. I'm glad to see you again.
Thank you.
Everything's looking really wonderful. I'm in love with the acoustic panels. I really am.
Good.
We want to thank all of you for joining us here on Girl Talk. Please have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.